Good evening and welcome to the Kim B. Davis Show. I'm your host, Kim B. Davis. And this evening, I want to talk to you about thriving and not just surviving. You know, there's so much going on in the world. We have an increase in gas prices, food. I don't know if you've been to the grocery store, but to get a gallon of milk is almost $5, $6, $7. Eggs are $3. It's ridiculous. The basic staples that we need to survive for some are becoming so expensive. Some people are going without. We have war, of course, in Ukraine and Russia, and so much going on with that. We have a hurricane. It just passed over Florida and the coast of the Carolinas and Georgia, and that was Hurricane Ian. And we're seeing destruction on a level we haven't seen before. And we're still in a pandemic. We're still trying to mask up, get vaccinated, or stay healthy the best way that we can. And it's a struggle. And we've got an election coming up. Yeah, it's a lot going on. So, are you thriving or are you just surviving? Because to thrive means to prosper and flourish. To survive is to exist in spite of a hardship or to live in spite of a hardship. And I would say that many of us are just simply surviving. We're just existing. We're trying to work, we're trying to go to school. So much is happening. Yes, it requires a breath because it's a lot. Life feels heavy. The world feels heavy. And I know I say this a lot, but there's a lot going on. I mean, just around the pandemic, people are afraid to still go out and be around certain places. And they have said that people put off doctor's appointments and different tests and things that need to be done in order to maintain your health because people are afraid. We're still debating on whether or not we should have a vaccine. We're still debating on whether or not people should wear a mask. And I'm like, the numbers shouldn't lie. We have 1 million people that have passed. But okay, you want to ignore the facts, go right ahead. I don't have anything to say or want to debate you or argue about it. 1 million people lost their lives. And whether you believe it was fake, trumped up, whatever, excuse the pun, whatever it may be, 1 million people are gone and 1 million people have lost their lives. And you can't undo that. You can't spin that. Violence is up. It's all kind of stuff happening. I don't know about you guys, but here in the Midwest, people are racing cars like it's a drag strip. They do donuts, at my corner. They race up and down the street. I'm like, where are you going? This is a neighborhood. I don't understand. But so much of this is just senseless. You wake up every morning, you hear about somebody being shot. You hear about a child who found a gun and has harmed themselves or shot themselves. And people come out and say, oh, people need to be responsible. But yet, in the same breath, they will come and say, well, the problem is not the gun. And also, they will say, crime is up. So if you want to protect yourself, you need to arm yourself. Okay, I don't know about you, but that's a whole lot to ask people to do. And statistics have proven most people who own a gun, typically, if you have a burglary or some kind of an altercation, usually will get hurt with your own gun. I'm not telling people that you shouldn't have a gun. I'm not saying that guns are bad. All I'm saying is that some people need to think about whether or not you actually need to have a gun. Cars, over expensive. I have friends who have ordered cars and still waiting for them just because. And then the people that do have a car, they're like, oh, if I have a foreign car and I need a part, and I know because I just went through that, have a foreign car and needed a part, and it took an excessively long amount of time for that part to come in order to repair my vehicle. Ridiculous. So we've got supply chain issues, we have expensive cost of living, we have inflation, we have politics, we have all these different things. Yet we still have homeless people. We still have poor people. We still have poverty. We still have crime. We still have people who are the victims of abuse. Lots of things going on. I say all this to say, where is your mental health? Are you thriving or are you surviving? And let me challenge you that if you are just surviving, that you're just working, going to school, just trying to make it through the day, and you get home at whatever point you get home and you lay your head on your pillow and you're like, oh, another day is done. Thank you, Father. I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do it all again. It's your perspective. And I know that's really easy to say when you don't live in someone's shoes. But perspective can help you. If you're working towards a goal, keep that goal at the forefront of your mind to give you that momentum, to give you that encouragement, to help push you. If you have been working and struggling and you just taking care of everybody and there is no room for you, you need to rethink that. You are valuable. You are needed. Because if you drop, who takes care of everyone that you take care of? Because more than likely, there's no one. You're probably filling the role of several people. And especially for us women who take care of our parents, who take care of our children, our extended families and friends, you need to slow down. Talk to a therapist. They're there for a reason. For everybody that says that, I'm not talking to a psychologist. I don't want to tell my business. I don't want anybody to know what I'm doing. They can't tell. They're legally bound to keep that a secret. So guess what? You can pay for a best friend. That's what I call my therapist. This is my paid best friend. This is somebody that I pay through my health insurance. That when I am struggling, I am overwhelmed. And yes, I get overwhelmed. I have 2 sons and a husband and 2 dogs and 2 tortoises. So yes, there's 7 living beings in my house. And some days it's really chaotic. And there are seasons when there's a lot going on where I begin to doubt myself, or I begin to feel sad, or I begin to get frustrated and I question the point of things. I go to a therapist and I sit and I talk and explain the situation. And my paid best friend, my therapist, will help me unpack whatever it is and unpack me and give me solutions to help me move forward. One of those solutions was going for a walk every day. I do that. I walk 3 miles each day. That 3 miles gives me clarity. It helps to balance my energy. It helps me to get out whatever aggression, whatever frustration, whatever depression, whatever sadness, whatever I'm feeling that's negative to my body, I can walk it out. So I have my therapist. I can go for a walk. I can do something nice for myself, even if that means grabbing a cup of coffee. Coffee is my jam. I happen to like coffee. My friends know that I love coffee and I'm sort of a coffee snob. I like really good coffee. It can be expensive, but if that's my treat for myself, that's my treat. If you're a woman and you like to get your hair done, or you want to go shopping, or you want to get makeup, whatever it is, or you're like me and you love books, because the bookstore is one of my favorite places. Go hang out in the bookstore, buy a book. Look at books, smell books, enjoy books, whatever it is that you like to do. Make sure that you do something nice for yourself. I want us to thrive in love, joy, and peace. Why? Because we deserve it. Why? Because we're valuable. Why? Because we're needed. We are priceless. Each one of us has been given a gift. That's the gift of life. Each one of us has been given a purpose. That is whatever we are here to do. It is up to us to discover what our purpose is and to engage in that purpose to help make life better. Now, many of you may think, oh, you just talking stuff because my little whatever it is that I do, say that you're a receptionist for a large firm. You think that that doesn't make the world better, but it does because you encounter people each and every day. And you never know who you may encounter and be able to positively impact that person in your encounter. You don't have to be a lawyer, a doctor, a politician, or any of these super fancy things or a CEO. You can just be an average, ordinary person. Our job is to help take care of the next person, not specific people who happen to be important or celebrities. Every day we have celebrities in our communities, those that we can call to do certain things, and they thrive in that purpose. There's always somebody, and everybody knows somebody. Call such and such because they know everybody, or they know somebody that can help. That's them operating in their purpose. That's all. Your job is to operate in your purpose. Be you. There is nobody else like you. Nobody. I don't care how many celebrities come and go and say, oh, I'm doing this, I'm wearing this, I'm this. No, nobody is you. You are that deal. Believe in yourself, know who you are, understand your purpose, and let's thrive in love, joy, and peace. Thank you for tuning in to the Kim B. Davis Show. I hope you'll join us on our next episode. You can find me on Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, everywhere, Instagram, everywhere on social media as Kimberly Batchelor Davis. You can see this show at youtube.com/Kimberly Batchelor Davis. You can also, or I'm sorry, at Kim B. Davis, youtube.com/Kim B. Davis. You can also hear this show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, and Wisdom. You can learn more about me as an author at kimbdavis.com. Thank you again for tuning in. I hope you'll join in for our next episode. And as always, remember, be magnificent.